Hi besties, and welcome to the very first episode of Girl Same. Oh my goodness, I can't even believe I'm saying this out loud right now. This podcast has been on my mind for a while, and I know I posted about it a while back, but the fact that it's finally happening is just honestly surreal, and I'm so excited. I want you guys to really think of this as our group chat. It's where we can talk about the messy, the vulnerable, the hilarious, and the painful moments of life, but they're always the real moments of being in your 20s. Because honestly, if you've ever felt like everyone else has it together and you're the only one who's lost, girl, same. Okay, tell me if this sounds familiar. It's like 2 a.m. You can't sleep and you're just on your phone. You're scrolling. Maybe you're on Instagram, maybe you're on TikTok, and it's like, she's thriving, she's traveling the world, she's engaged, she's this. And then there's literally me who's sitting in my bed, eating a snack, questioning every single life decision I've ever made. So yeah, that's basically why this podcast exists and why I wanted to start it. I just got tired of seeing everyone's highlight reels and wondering like what was wrong with me. So we're going to cut through all of that. We're going to get to the truth, the behind the scenes moments, and the stuff that's confusing and a little messy, but so real. A little bit more about why I started this thing. So obviously being in your 20s is very, very weird. There's always this just unspoken pressure to have everything figured out, from your career and your relationship and your savings account and your friendships and your mental health, like literally everything. But the reality is most of us are just trying to make it through the week without crying in the shower. I've definitely been there, and honestly, I genuinely still am there on some days. And for a long time, I just felt like I was always behind and comparing myself to everyone else and trying to figure out who I am, what do I want to do, and I felt so stuck. And honestly, like a lot of people, I just kept it to myself because I didn't want to show that I was struggling. But it wasn't until I really just started to put trust in myself and my friends and opening up to all my friends, like really opening up, that everything changed. These conversations that I was having, it really showed me that I genuinely wasn't alone. Every single one of us is figuring out our life in our own way, and everyone has those moments of doubt of what am I doing? What am I going to do tomorrow? Am I doing the right thing? And suddenly, like whenever would have one of these conversations, it wouldn't feel as heavy anymore. And it didn't feel like I was failing. It just felt like I was normal and I was just a girl going through life. So that's really where the heart behind Girl Same is. It's just a place for me to have these real unfiltered conversations with you guys and with guests that I'm going to have on the podcast to remind us that we aren't the only ones going through it and you aren't alone in these situations. So from there, going into a little bit more of what you can expect from this space, I mean, we're going to talk about everything from friendships, dating, post-grad, money, mental health, all the highs, all the lows, literally everything. Some episodes are going to feel a lot more casual, like we're on a little FaceTime call, hair tied up, no makeup, just venting. And other episodes will definitely be getting deeper and a little more reflective and maybe even healing. Essentially, the goal is for you to walk away feeling seen, understood, and just a little bit less alone. I really wanted to create a space where we can talk about the hard stuff and also celebrate the good stuff, because even when life genuinely feels like chaos and everything's going wrong, there is still always a beauty to it. And if my vulnerability helps even one person feel like they're not alone and okay, it's not just me, then that's it. That is the whole point. I'm here to be a no judgment, no pretending zone, just a bunch of laughter, probably a little bit of crying too. But I just want to showcase that life isn't about being perfect or having everything figured out. I really want us to go through these moments together and figure it out together. We're all in this chaotic phase of life of being girls in our 20s, and Girl Same is really just here to make that part of life feel a little bit lighter. Seriously, cannot wait for you guys to hear what's coming next. We have some really amazing conversations and stories ahead, and I'm so excited for us to get to do this together. So grab your coffee, grab your wine or your mocktail, whatever your comfort drink is, and let's do this thing. Thank you guys so much for being here for the first episode. Seriously, it means so much to me. If you liked it, make sure to follow the show, share it with your besties, and help us grow this community that we're building. You guys are gonna love what's coming up, so I'm so excited. But all right, besties, that is all for today. I'll see you next time, and remember, whatever you're going through, you're not alone.